Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an insightful episode of Viegyan Podcast. Before delving into the episode, I would like to invite you to join our community and explore more insightful interviews focused on healthcare advancement. By clicking the subscribe button, your support helps us stay connected and ensure you receive our latest content. It's incredible to see your comments. Thank you so much for subscribing. We can't wait to kickstart this health journey with you. I'm Dr. Vidya, host for this session. Today, we have the privilege of hosting a remarkable individual whose journey is defined by innovation, entrepreneurship, and deep commitment to healthcare advancement. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Manish Saraf, a certified lifestyle coach from Veigyan Academy, a pharmacist, diabetic educator. Mr. Manish Saraf embarked his entrepreneurship path at a remarkably young age of 19. He is the top 20 Social Enterprise Award holder from the Tata Foundation and IIM Kolkata in 2030. This project was also recognized internationally, featured in the publication by UNCTAD. Currently, he oversees a network of 3 generic medicine pharmacies. Beyond his professional achievement, Mr. Manish Saraf is an active member of Rotary Club, where his dedication to the community service and healthcare advocacy shines through. Today, we are eager to delve into Mr. Manish Saraf's insights on healthcare innovation, entrepreneurship, and the future of lifestyle coaching. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Mr. Manish Saraf.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Could you share more about your journey into an entrepreneurship in a such young age? What inspired you to pursue ventures in healthcare?
Whenever I recall about this particular area, I tend to think about my college days. And I was in the B Pharmacy College. And the very first day when I entered into the college, I realized I got this feeling that now I am into a professional course, studying it, and I would be studying it for 4 more years, after which I would have a responsibility on my shoulders when it comes to medicine to bring some impact and change in the society. So I somehow I got this feeling that I should also become independent while financially independent while I am still in the college. So beyond classes, when everyone else was, most of my batchmates were spending time with each other or doing something else, I used to spend time on learning the nitty-gritties of business and with the focus to earn some extra money as a
Okay.
for myself. So I still remember that my first assignment, which I took on myself, was I was selling greeting cards from door to door, and I, I think I did earn some money from there, but the main earning for me was the kind of experience I got in interacting with people, the strategies about sales and how to deal with people when you meet them at a young age. You are meeting professionals, you are meeting entrepreneurs. So that was a wonderful experience, and then the journey kept on with entrepreneurship.
Okay, actually, when I was passing through your bio, I was surprised that at the age of 19, right?
Yes, so yes. Mhm.
Okay. So, how would you come across the certificate course in Veigyan Academy?
After I graduated, I was involved with my family business, which is the supply chain of managing wholesale distribution in our district. And somehow I didn't find that very exciting. And I was always looking forward for something which is more innovative, which requires a lot of bringing in your own knowledge and innovation. I thought that the regular traditional business is not for me, and I started looking for more options. And it was way back about in the year 2011 when I started some tech-based healthcare projects in rural parts of West Bengal. And I think from there, the kind of experience that I had of meeting people who are having chronic diseases, its impact on that person, the family, I thought I was searching more for how this particular area can be addressed of helping people with their lifestyle disorders. Because although I did not have an answer at that point of time, but I clearly understood that there is some missing link, which cannot be which cannot be addressed just by prescribing medicines. And my search ultimately landed me with the area of uh, management of diseases. And when I was dealing more and looking for more information, yeah, then I came across this concept of health coaching or lifestyle coaching. So it was during this period that I also became a certified diabetes educator, which
Mm-hmm.
brought me
Okay.
more close towards the importance of management. And while searching, I came across lifestyle coaching, and I thought this is the missing link which I had been searching for.
Okay. So, what incident propelled you to towards this specific course from Veigyan Academy?
Uh, I
I
had
mean,
always,
why didn't you choose any other?
all right, yeah, sure. That's an interesting question. In fact, I'm a kind of person who is always interested in innovative solutions, which are not just innovative per se, but which are also futuristic. And
Mm-hmm.
I had come across many solution providers who provide training on this particular subject of lifestyle coaching. But something which
Mm-hmm.
really attracted me towards Viegyan was the way, the simplicity in which the entire course material was offered to the students. One. Second is the kind of futuristic content which was there, which was helping us not just to understand what are the problems for of now in the healthcare industry when it comes to lifestyle disorders, chronic disease management, but it very beautifully encompassed the possibilities of disease which can happen in the future, and the
Okay.
entire concept around the epigenetic science and the way we can predict diseases with the help of technology, with the help of genomic study. I think that was something which was the changing thought, and I
Differentiating from the other
differentiating factor, and
academies.
I thought that this is the thing which I should be learning more about.
Okay. So, what are the key insight or lessons which you gain from our academy or from this course?
Uh, One thing is, I always believed from my college days that just having knowledge would not be sufficient,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And I believe that knowledge is not power, application of knowledge is power. So on the one
Mm-hmm.
hand, where I was convinced with the fact that this is a kind of rich source of knowledge which I would be getting from Viegyan, that was
Mm-hmm.
definitely a differentiating factor. But my aha moment was also there when I got a very good peer support from this community of people who are already there in the as lifestyle coaches from Viegyan.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, the way the program helps you and develops you to communicate with your prospective clients, and the entire area in which you can deliver any information, any knowledge, or to bring a particular transformation in your prospective clients. This was something very
Mm-hmm.
unique which I found. So I think knowledge and the way the knowledge should be delivered, these
Yeah.
two areas were really fascinating. And the faculty members, I would say they are all fascinating. So it helped me get a lot of knowledge and the way in which the knowledge should be given to someone else.
Yeah, exactly. So now the personalized medicine is advancing day by day.
Mhm.
So, what role do you believe lifestyle coaches will play in guiding patients towards more tailored treatments?
Uh, well, I guess uh, I can think of a particular example over here. Like quite often, when we come across any coaching, say when there are many reputed brands available who are providing coaching, fitness coaching
Yeah.
or nutrition coaching. Well, whenever we approach them, and this has happened with me as well, whenever we approach any particular platform, say when it comes to fitness, they might ask you to do certain high intensity exercises.
Mm-hmm.
However, my body per se might not be ready for that particular exercise. And how do we
Mm-hmm.
know that? There is absolutely no other way of understanding what could be the uh, uh, which particular exercise, which particular food, or which particular um, uh, lifestyle is actually suited for me or not.
Yeah.
Right? This can only be understood with by understanding the basics of personal genomics, the basics of epigenetic science, which we get to learn from Viegyan. So I think the most important role which any uh, health coach, lifestyle coach would play is first to understand the uh, the body makeup, the genetic makeup of a particular person, and understanding the triggers which would which would play a very crucial role in making any disease express in the lifetime of a person or not. So I think personalized approach in any kind of coaching is very important. Otherwise, we might end up doing more harm than good for any
Mm-hmm.
client.
A type of individualized treatment is needed, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So, how does this lifestyle coaching complement traditional healthcare approaches, like in managing conditions like diabetes?
Well, I'll take the example of type 2 diabetes because I am a diabetes educator myself, and I am in touch with a couple of doctors
Mm-hmm.
who are practicing diabetes on a daily basis. And we quite often see that the medical practitioners are so busy with by in treating patients that when it comes to uh, advising them or guiding them with respect to food, with respect to exercise, which are uh, somehow the most important element of managing any chronic disease,
Mm-hmm.
they do not have that much of time to guide a particular person. Knowing the individualized requirements is completely off the track. So what happens is over here, if the lifestyle coach is collaborating with any doctor, then it
Mm-hmm.
would really help it would really help the doctor, the lifestyle coach to bring more individualized, personalized attention to a patient, who would
Mm-hmm.
ultimately get better results in managing
Yeah.
the blood sugars. Because there are numerous examples which come in front of me because I interact with patients on a daily basis
Mm-hmm.
through various pharmacies which I also operate. And
Mm-hmm.
we see people starting with maybe one or two medicines, but over a period of time, maybe 5 years or 10 years down the line, they end up having or consuming 7 to 8 or 10 medicines,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So, which is why there is clearly a missing link, which is not addressed just by medicines. We have to
Mm-hmm.
focus on right nutrition,
Lifestyle.
on right fitness, on the right ways of managing the stress. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, our medical practitioners, they do not have that much of time of providing
Mm-hmm.
that focus for the patient. So that's where the lifestyle coaches come into the picture.
Yeah, this lifestyle coach is giving a great help to the doctors as well as patients, right?
Yes, yes.
So, what specific lifestyle changes you found most impactful to your clients?
Well, if we have to talk in general terms, then one thing is very important to understand that human body is not meant for uh, munching or snacking all the time. The
Mm-hmm.
way the entire the kind of exposure we have towards snacking, towards fast food, we end up eating more than that is required. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to be very conscious about what we are eating, not just the quantity, but the quality of it,
Quality.
because the kind of exposure we have presently, we cannot look into this aspect of nutrition with the concepts of which were 50 years, 20 years old. We have to
Mm-hmm.
understand the requirement of nutrition for the body has completely changed because the kind of exposure we have with respect to exposure to pollution, with respect to exposure to any other
Mm-hmm.
material which is not good for body. So one, as a thumb rule, what we can understand, what I believe, that we should not be snacking too much. We should give our gut some rest so that it can put in some time to heal the body itself.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be very conscious about how much we are eating and what quality of food we are eating. And we should put in conscious effort towards exercising. Even if we do 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, that is good enough because many times when we see that people failing off from their targets of doing exercise on a daily basis, because we tend to overestimate what we can do on a daily basis, but we tend to
Mm-hmm.
underestimate what we can do in 1 year. So
Yeah.
even if we are doing 10 minutes, 15 minutes on a daily basis, that is good enough. But consistency is something which is very important. So I
Yeah.
think eating less and not eating anything after maybe maximum 7 o'clock. Having
Mm-hmm.
early dinners is something which would take away any disease from your life. So I think these are the two important things which we should be conscious about. And with the exposure kind of exposure we have towards technology, it is
Hmm.
very important that we do not
Yeah.
have exposure to screen before
Hmm.
sleeping, because that
Hmm.
completely disturbs our sleep cycle and
Sleep
brings in a
cycle.
lot of stress. So I
Yeah.
think these few elements, if are taken care of, then we can be away from a lot of lifestyle complications.
Okay. Thank you very much. Then, can you share some of the example where the lifestyle coaching made a significant difference in your client outcomes? Any case study like that?
Sure. I remember this particular case wherein this young individual
Mm-hmm.
in his late 30s, maybe 38 or 39 years old, and he was uh, always complaining about gastric distress,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it was gradually increasing, and it went to a level that he was so frustrated and he was so fearful that he is into business, that he stopped thinking about, he was fearful about traveling for business because the
Mm-hmm.
gastric
Yeah.
distress was so much, the gut was getting disturbed, and somehow he was just stopping himself from going to the doctor. And the intensity of this particular problem was increased to such a level that the, he almost made up his mind to see a gastroenterologist. And
Mm-hmm.
I knew that the moment if he had visited the gastroenterologist, he would end up having certain PPI medicines, certain IBS related medicines, which would have been with him for the entire life. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I've seen many patients who are on IBS medicines, are on PPIs, and they never get relief even after having those medicines. They still have those gut related disorders. The only intervention which we did with that particular gentleman was he went through the epigenetic study, and we realized that his body is genetically lactose intolerant. And we
Okay.
just did one switch in his lifestyle. We asked him to stop consuming all forms of dairy.
Mm-hmm.
Within a week, he completely stopped having those troubles of gastric distress. And he came back saying that it's a wonderful experience. He has never felt so comfortable. He
Oh.
now does not require any medicines, and he's
Mm-hmm.
feeling very comfortable. So I think that
Mm-hmm.
was a very classic example of how we can stay away from medicines just by understanding our body and getting the right data from our body.
Yeah, we must understand our body.
Yes,
Okay. So you are a member of Rotary Club,
yes, I am.
right? So how the community involvement influence your approach to the healthcare advocacy? Like, can you share some impactful project you have been involved?
Well, this experience of being a member of Rotary Club has played a very crucial role in my life of bringing me very close to the socio-economic dynamics of our society.
Hmm.
I got inducted in the Rotary since 2003, and the various projects specifically to the healthcare perspective, uh, whether it be understanding how anemia affects the health of females, how
Hmm.
malnutrition in the villages through our ICDS centers, how it affects our children and how it affects the health. And if we do not do anything about that malnutrition, then how those children who are supposed to be the future of the country end up becoming a liability for our society.
Okay.
And the moment we dig deep into these cases, we also get to understand and know that the children are malnutrition, and in majority of the cases, the mothers are also malnutrition.
Mm-hmm.
So the experience with Rotary is brought me close to the problems in the society and brought in front of me the importance to do proper need analysis,
Mm-hmm.
which also helped me in my profession, because when I interact with any individual who has any health complication, then
Hmm.
I am now able to do a proper background check of the health, proper clinical case study is generated, because until unless we understand the problem at its core, we would not be able to provide any solution. or
Yeah.
any solution which we provide, we would not be able to get to the core of the problem. So this
Mm-hmm.
entire this idea of getting to the root cause of the problem, I think my exposure with Rotary has played a very crucial role in addressing this thought of getting to the root cause of the problem. So I would always be indebted to this wonderful organization, and I love spending time with all my Rotary friends.
Okay. So you have got many awards and recognition, such as Top 20 Social Enterprise Award. So how it influenced your career trajectory?
I think uh, you can say that whenever you talk about eureka moments in the life, uh, this particular award, something which happened after this award was a eureka moment for me, because this award was given to us me by Tata Foundation and IIM Calcutta. And after this award, some of the students of IIM Calcutta, they
Hmm.
came to us to do internship and do field visits in some of the villages of West Bengal. So I was
Okay.
with a group of students doing survey in one of the very interior villages in West Bengal, and I came across this very old lady who was
Hmm.
all by herself. She did not have anyone in her family, and she used to earn her livelihood by selling milk
Hmm.
out of the two cows which she had. In one
Okay.
of her visits to the government hospital, she came across, she was told that she has diabetes and she'll have to be on medicines. But
Hmm.
somehow that lady did not have faith in the government hospital, so she traveled almost 16, 17 kilometers to the nearby town to get herself checked up by one of these so-called good doctor in that area. So it was
Hmm.
about 10, 11 years back that she paid a consultation fee of 500 rupees to the doctor, and the
Okay.
prescription that was generated.
Hmm.
We did a little bit of math and we found that she would be spending roughly around 2,500 to 3,000 rupees per month just on medicines.
Hmm.
And she was so excited that she has now the advice of a very big doctor that in order
Hmm.
to buy the medicines, she sold off her two cows.
Oh.
And the person who bought the cows understood that this lady is in financial desperation and he exploited her.
Hmm.
And we realized that the money would lie with her for maybe 6, 7 months. And after that, what would happen? Her means of
Hmm.
livelihood is gone. The recurring expenditure in medicine is already there. She doesn't have
Hmm.
an answer to how she would earn her daily bread. And I felt so frustrated that I did not have an answer or solution for that lady at that point of time. But I still get sleepless nights when I think about her, if she comes in my mind before the sleep. Because the question which came in front of me was, what kind of development are we talking about when we talk about
Hmm.
robotic surgery in the hospital? And here is the ground reality
Ground
where
level.
people are selling off their personal belongings to just to buy medicines. So that
Hmm.
was uh, the two questions which came in front of me. Why can't we make medicines affordable? And second is,
Hmm.
how can we deal with this issue of chronic diseases where you see the doctor once, but you need to buy medicines on a regular basis? So that's when
Hmm.
I started going deep into it. And after that, uh, in order to understand this subject of diabetes better, I applied for this diabetes educator's role in CMC Vellore. I was fortunate enough to get an admission over there. I did that course, which helped me understand what type 2 diabetes and diabetes as per se is all about. And then uh, I pivoted my business, started something into low cost, affordable, generic medicines.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
from there onwards, the journey continues in order to understand how chronic diseases work, how they can be managed, and when it
Hmm.
comes to costs related to it, how can we make it affordable for people who have financial challenges.
What way you integrated technology into your lifestyle coaching?
Um, well, I think the importance of technology is relevant in current scenario, and
Hmm.
I incorporate a specific particular technology when it comes to monitoring the heart health, because irrespective of what technology we use, what we need to understand is monitoring plays a very, very important role in capturing the right data from the body. And
Okay.
when it comes to monitoring, capturing the data at the right moment of feeling distress, some kind of distress in the body, plays a very, very crucial role. And which is why I would like to highlight this example of monitoring the heart health. So whenever you
Mhm.
feel any kind of distress in the heart, or in the area where on our in our heart area, then we usually tend to uh, think that this is some kind of gastric issue that might be developing, and we do not give that much of importance to that distress signal which our body is giving to us. However, it is very important that if we can get the heart condition monitored through an ECG at that point of time, we might get the
Mhm.
right kind of distress signal that the body wants to give to us. And this is not possible because by the time we get to a doctor or any diagnostic center, the condition might either get aggravated or get completely subsides. So what we do is we use this very small pocket size ECG device, which we through which we can do ECG in just one less than 1 minute, and the
Okay.
device itself can tell us whether the ECG report is normal or the doctor's intervention is required.
Mhm.
I remember the case of this particular family where we got this ECG done for the entire family, and then we found that for two people in the same family, there was the device said that the doctor intervention is required.
Mhm.
Somehow the family did not see the doctor at that point of time, and in just 1 month's time, I came to know that the father has passed away because of cardiac
Mhm.
arrest, and the son had two cardiac arrests in a period of just less than 1 month. So think about it. That is the importance of regular monitoring, and
Mhm.
which is why I regularly interact with our clients, do regular follow-ups so that they can do their monitoring on regular basis,
Mhm.
and encourage them to use devices like whether it be continuous glucose monitoring system, where there are new technologies coming up, be it a smart ring which generates a lot of body vitals on a real-time basis,
Mhm.
24/7. So
Mhm.
I definitely think we should adopt technology when it comes to monitoring our health on a regular basis.
So I want to know how important is collaboration across sectors like healthcare, technology, and community organizations in driving meaningful change into healthcare industry.
I think this is a very important segment, and we should give a lot of stress on collaborating with the community organizations and the medical fraternity, because uh, the right mixture of bringing the key stakeholders, whether it be technology service providers, whether it be doctors, whether it be community-based organizations, because on the one hand, we need to create the right awareness about how we can deal with the problems of today with with the solutions of today, rather than dealing with them with the solutions which were 20, 50 years old. So one aspect is creating the right awareness. One. Second is dealing with the medical fraternity and collaborating with them so that the right amount of solution, the right kind of advice and guidance can be provided to a patient so that a holistic change in the person's health can be brought. So collaboration is something which is very important.
Mhm. So, for the listeners, how do you collaborate with other healthcare professionals, such as doctors, nutritionists, to provide comprehensive care for your clients?
I think it is first very important for any health coach or a lifestyle coach to first understand which particular area of health he or she wants to work in. So my special interest lies in dealing with type 2 diabetes. So the way I collaborate is I identify the doctors in my area who are working on this particular segment, and then meet them, tell them about the challenges, understand the challenges they are facing in their practice, and then try to identify the right challenge and offer the right kind of solution of working with them. Because if I have to tell you, then there there's this particular doctor with whom I collaborate and work with. So whenever it comes to dealing with any kind of patient who has a complicated diabetes, or someone who is unable to comply with the right kind of nutrition or fitness thing, and the doctor does not have time to counsel the patient for the right
Mhm.
nutrition, right fitness regime. So we work together, and I pitch in for playing the role of someone who can guide the patient with respect to nutrition, fitness, and the stress management. So ultimately, the patient is getting the right kind of service, uh, and he or she is able to manage the diabetes in a much better way. And
Mhm.
it's a kind of this holistic approach is something very important.
Okay. So, looking ahead, what trend do you foresee in the field of lifestyle coaching?
Well, I see this is something which is growing. Lifestyle coaching, health coaching is something which is growing at a very, very fast pace. And when it comes to addressing the health issues, we should also understand that the lifestyle disorders are because of the changes in our behaviors, the changes
Mhm.
in our day-to-day habits. So it is not sufficient just to address the health issues of a particular person, which is why this particular sector, this particular career path is getting a lot of importance. And I see that we would have the way we see doctors everywhere to take care of our health.
Mhm.
Presently, we do not have a place to go where we need to understand how we can stay healthy if I am not uh, if I'm normal as of now, per se, if I have not have any health issues, then we do not
Mhm.
have any space where we can go and ask how we can continue to stay healthy. I can see that there is this huge task force which is getting prepared. More people are showing interest towards this career path, wherein
Mhm.
people would be guiding others in their wellness journey. So
Mhm.
the way the industries are evolving with respect to medical technology, health and technology, more solution providers are coming into this space, which can
Mhm.
be tapped in by our youngsters, by people who are graduating uh, now, and they will be taking this sector of wellness and health coaching and lifestyle coaching, and there would be a huge force we would which we would be seeing in the coming time, and it would in the next couple of years we would see lifestyle coaches providing professional service to a lot many people.
Okay. So, how do you foresee your career as a lifestyle coach evolving over the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I think I see myself in right now. I am providing solution to people in my near vicinity, my society, my geography, in my city and the nearby towns. But I think
Mhm.
the with the presence of technology, I would be able to reach out to people not just on a pan-India level, but would be able to provide guidance in the sector of type 2 diabetes for young
Mhm.
male on a global level, because we the I think with the advent of technology, the entire globe is our market, and we can reach out to people anywhere across the globe. And with technologies coming up like the blockchain technology, or the with the help of virtual reality, we would be
Mhm.
able to bring real time and experience to
Mhm.
people and provide them with the right guidance with the help of certain mobile applications which are coming in, which can give us real time, in-depth data about a person's body. So the need of being in front of a person physically would not be there. So I think in the next 5 years down the road, I would be providing services in my area of expertise to people at a global level.
Okay. Coming to India, India is facing significant challenges with lifestyle disorders. So, what practical step and framework do you recommend to prevent and also manage these disorders?
Well, as I already mentioned, that when it comes to addressing health,
Mhm.
whether we are healthy or whether we are not healthy, it is a function of our daily habits. So something which is very important is to bring a positive change in our daily habits. And when we talk about the must required daily habits that we should be following is one, uh, uh, getting up early, doing exercise, and the role of meditation cannot be neglected over here. Because
Mm-hmm.
when we talk about stress management, which is one of the root causes of any lifestyle disorder, uh, meditation is something which helps us align with the right frequencies in our body, with the right frequencies in the universe. So the role of meditation cannot be neglected, and this should be a part of a person's daily life. And so bringing the positive change in the daily habits is something which is very important. And with respect to our country, I think uh, as India is a young country, and if we look into the youngsters' lifestyle, the daily habits of youngsters, they are so much uh, i- involved into building their career that health is something daily changes in the positive habits is something which goes for a toss. So I think when it comes to India, with respect to India, bringing a positive change in the daily habits is something which would play a crucial role in whenever we talk about health.
Okay, thank you. One last question. Based on your experience, what advice do you give to the young entrepreneurs looking to make an impact in the healthcare today, and how you recommend Vegan Academy?
So I think when anyone who wants to take up entrepreneurship in the health sector as of now should develop this habit of looking into the future and understanding what is coming. A prospective entrepreneur should always keep himself or herself updated with what's happening in the healthcare industry. The pace at which the healthcare industry is evolving is phenomenal. And if we do not keep ourselves updated, then very soon we would find ourselves that we are unable to provide holistic service or good solutions to our prospective clients or people who are in need for health advice or health solutions. So one thing which is very important and crucial is to keep ourselves updated with the latest happenings in the healthcare industry. And second is we should be open towards adopting new technology, because new technologies are coming up like anything. If we look at countries beyond India, then there are numerous new technologies which have come in, whether it be hacking into our mind, whether it be hacking into our body functions. There are many solutions available. So we should be open towards adopting new technologies. I think these are the two very crucial elements which would play a very crucial role in any person's life who would want to excel as an entrepreneur in the healthcare industry.
What about Vegan Academy in providing his support?
I think the way Viegyan has created a platform for people who want to take lifestyle coaching as a career option, it's a wonderful platform which I would strongly recommend for any person who looks lifestyle coaching as a career path, because uh, the intrinsic qualities which are needed for any person to excel in this particular segment, I think Vigyan is already keeping itself updated with the uh, with whatever is happening in the healthcare industry, and this would make the life of a person very simple, and he or she would get all the updated information from Vigyan Academy.
Thank you for your insight. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned and embark on a journey towards a healthier, happier you with Vegan Academy. Thank you very much.